Oh my god. Hey guys, it's me Giovanni, and I I was making a video just earlier, but for some reason it froze and now I had to start over. So I was on the Wikipedia fandom about the news. So yesterday I returned to it because I was wondering if anything got updated because I was still wondering about him, about his behavior and stuff that I already said multiple times before. So I checked, so the trivia was updated to just, this one thing that I now had copy on my clipboard and decided to have it in the description of my most recent video. Many fans of Thing Noodles are upset because he, a guy in his late 40s, well, more likely his mid 40s, mid to late 40s, because he's, well, right now he's 46 years old and he's gonna be like 47 soon, so yeah. Is doing childish stuff like watching Skibbity Toilet and playing Garden in the Ban and much more. And when I first saw this, I was like, thank you, world, you finally understand me. Like I said, I don't blame people for leaving Thing Noodles after he used that annoying an emoji face cam instead of like showing his face or just being himself without showing anything related to his face. Um and yeah, Skibbity Toilet is part of this like new generation called Gen Alpha, where kids are just obsessed with the internet. They will not like go off on it. They will not pay attention in school, which breaks my heart because I forgot to mention in my last video about this, but when I was a kid, I didn't get a tablet or iPad until I was about like 11, 10 to 12 years old, I think, during like 2014, probably, no, either it was 2012, 2013, or 2014. Probably when I was like 10 or 11 years old. So, and I was happy to get my own device without having having it around, having it around just mostly for the parents to have it around and for me to just play on it whenever I felt like it or whenever they want they they wanted me. You know, kids, technology and stuff like that. Um, Sometimes they get bored a lot of times and they get really interested in technology, mostly in computers. Just some kind of similar to Justin. But anyways, so I fell in love with the internet when I was about like probably around 9 years old, I think. And everything was just fine. I mean, nothing troublesome was going on during that time when I was little. I mean, everything was normal. But then late the late 2010s happened, and that's when I noticed that something was seriously wrong. Now, of course, you might know the story about the noodles and my perspective of what happened to him during 2018, and it wasn't pretty. It was it was strange, almost annoying, and it wasn't funny or interesting. It was just weird. It was odd that he was. First, it started with him tweeting about The Incredibles 2, even though it didn't come out yet, and during the summer, and Toy Story 4, back in like 2019. Oh, and there was also the Lion King live action remake. Ugh. Let's just say The Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4 were not bad movies, but it's just that people just didn't like it. And I mean, I might understand, but at the same time, they weren't that bad. I felt like it was too late for them to have like sequels to when Toy Story already had a trilogy, so it wasn't necessary to have a fourth movie at that point. And for The Incredibles 2, it was nice to have a sequel to start off right after the end of the first movie. And it was nice, but there was also that Lego game that just came out after or before the movie came out. And I was like, this is already happening. Like, what? It was weird. It was really weird. So, there was also Thing Noodles editing memes into his videos or certain clips, which I think wasn't his style. I don't know why he did it, but I now know why, because it was because of his fans, but still, it was crazy. It was annoying, it was strange, it was weird for him to do this. But then horror games happened. Like, first off, it started with Hello Neighbor that came out around 2016 or 2017. And then Granny, he, Thing Noodles played on Five Nights at Freddy's when Five Nights at Freddy's already came out like 4 years ago. I mean, 5 years ago, back in 2014, when he was playing those games back in 2019. And there was also Piggy, Roblox Piggy, ugh, which is basically a Granny ripoff and combined with Peppa Pig. Like, why? I don't know. There was also Fall Guys, Among Us, that whole sus thing. And now we're at this. We're with this. Poppy's Playtime, Roblox Doors, Garden of Banban, which is Garden of Banban isn't that bad. I mean, it has like 5 to 6 chapters, so it's doing good. It's doing just fine. It's not that controversial, unlike Poppy's Playtime, but still, I mean, maybe it's sort of eh. I'm not sure. But anyways. So we're also at the point of Skibidi Toilet, the strict parents or teachers in Roblox, and other stuff that are just happening. And I just feel like Thing Noodles is just wasting his brain cells because, like that Generation Trauma video, he's catering to a generation that he's not supposed to be a part of. And it's now full of cringy, dumb kids who just won't understand about technology or some of the things that they're watching. Especially due to creators of certain media or certain games that are just terrible people. Like, even the adults who are making these videos do not understand certain people, other people, or certain things around them, and they don't seem to care either. I still want Justin to go back to his old self. I still want that to happen, because what else is there for him to do? Especially due to the cat emoji thing. Like, I don't like it. I really do not like it. And I feel like his Thing Noodles 2 YouTube channel is basically forgotten. I mean, He did mention it during his 10 million subscribers, but it's just, it's, he's, I want him to make new videos on this secondary channel that he used to have. And thankfully it's still here. It's still here, thankfully. I still remember that one video I did about his Thing Noodles 2 YouTube channel and how he unlisted all of his videos and had that video from his original YouTube channel of his first time playing Piggy, and he said when I posted my video on Twitter, he said that it was because that the reason why he had that video on his Thing Noodles 2 YouTube channel was because of the theory that someone told him about. And I was like, what theory? What's the proof? Is it just some dirty-ass lie that your fans are just telling you about? Because it's not funny. It's not funny. It's rude. It's really rude. And I was just pissed. I was just pissed that he enlisted all of his videos, his Club Penguin videos from his secondary channel, but thankfully they're back on, which is a relief. But now I'm wondering, will he ever, make other videos on his other channels? Would he ever? I'm not sure. But whatever it is, I just hope he does. I just hope he does someday. Or if I actually meet him in person and confront him about his behavior, because I just want to make sure that he knows about it. He did one time, but during that time, he blocked me. And I feel like he just blocked me for no reason because of that certain thing that he commented about, and he hasn't played that thing. So why does it matter? He just blocked me for no reason. I just hope he notices about his old fans confronting him, and especially myself, about his behavior, because obviously it's just getting out of hand. And that his friends and multiple other YouTubers don't even care about their friends anymore. Sorry if I sound harsh, it's just that's just my perspective of what's happening. I don't know how to feel about this. But yeah, like I said in the last video about in the title, Chen Alpha basically sucks. It sucks. I want Thing Noodles to go back to his old self, to go back to Minecraft. He needs to go back there. And probably to Things Lab as well. I mean, I loved Things Lab, and even though the mods, yes, are hard to do, it was still fun. And I feel like, in my opinion, Thing Noodles did the minions way more better than the actual movie Despicable Me, especially its third movie, and it's some sequel to the Minions: The Rise of Gru, because those movies were just meh. They were meh, but it's also awkward to now know that the Minions are kissing each other. That's just weird, but it's whatever. I mean, Thing Noodles doesn't do that, so thankfully he did it better. He did it way much better than Gru. Sorry, Gru. You might be a good villain, but you're not a good character. But I mean, you are. You took care of children, so that's good. But still, Thing Noodles did Things Lab way more better than Gru did with Despicable Me. I mean, I'm okay with it. Anyways, yeah, that's all for this weird video that I'm making. Bye!